All right. So we thank you for coming in. Now, tell our audience a little bit about your background. Why did you get involved with this company? What makes it special to you before we get into what actually the product is about?
Well, Phil, I've been with LIFE SHOTZ and the parent company OxyFresh since 1985. So we're all been about health and wellness, oral health, pet care health. And I've used all the products over the years, and so I've benefited from the products, and I always want to share them with people because I'm not like a salesman. I'm a messenger. Mm-hmm. I'm quite, relaxed, and I have a good life. But I know there's so many people out there that suffer needlessly for a lot of reasons, and that's why I got involved.
Okay.
Amen to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
There are a lot of people out there that are suffering needlessly, and every time we get the opportunity
mm-hmm.
to present something that will be helpful, we are most appreciative that you're here tonight.
Thank you.
So give us a little background about how you found LIFE SHOTZ and why you got involved with this company in the first place. Let's talk about that.
Okay, LIFE SHOTZ was introduced to our company, the parent company OxyFresh, in 2010 as a standalone nutritional supplement that would impact people's lives completely. You hear the term all natural, you hear the term cellular level, and yeah, those are words that are bandied about. But we are not just doing hype and marketing. And our product is actually certified to give you 4 basic benefits, and that's mental clarity, focus, natural energy, and immune system building. And we do that not with some jungle juice or some kind of out of this world stuff. We do it with the basics your body needs every day. And those basic things are vitamins, all the B vitamins, the D vitamins, all your antioxidants, and cellular absorption products that actually get the nutrients into your cells. So it's a very high-tech, a very basic natural product.
And basically what we're also saying is it's non-synthetic. And it's the synthetic products that most Americans, most people all over the world, 90% of their diet is coming from synthetic foods.
Oh, that's not even the worst part about it. There was you may have heard this before, but there's documentation. The U.S. Senate did a report that said our food sources, our grains, our vegetables, our fruits, are so lacking in nutrition because of the depletion of the soil they're grown in, that the average American is on the verge of malnutrition. Well, yeah, and that's that way it is right now, but that Senate document was done in 1936. So we're not getting the nutrition. No matter what you go and buy at the store, it is not nutritionally sufficient anymore.
Now, this has been going on for quite some time. The company's been around a while.
Right.
And they've done tons and tons of research on what is beneficial, what is nutritional. Hit on a couple of highlights as to what LIFE SHOTZ has been doing over these years to help balance the diet, so to speak.
Well, most people think that the flu is always going to be something they got to get, and they're going to have to get a shot. And they don't realize that your body can heal itself. So if you have nutritional supplementation like we have, basic supplementation, you will not have to suffer like that. If you have issues with sleep problems, muscle problems, pain, your body has ways of dealing with that is we're actually certified to be anti-inflammatory. And that kind of basic research just goes on, that once you start taking LIFE SHOTZ, you put your body back in homeostasis. You're in balance. You actually feel the way your body should. It's just like, hey, being able to work all day and come home and still clean the garage and still sleep like a baby. Our product does that, LIFE SHOTZ. And it's very simple. You take one stick of it, which is in a tube, a powdered stick, and you put that in 16 ounces of water, shake it up, drink it down, and you're good to go for a full day of natural energy.
Well, there's no question about it that inflammation is one of the greatest causes of problems in in people. You know, be it arthritis or just solid aches and pains. And for those people that celebrating birthdays today, you know, getting older certainly has its way of doing that.
Well, you know, that's what I'm proud of. You know, people look at me and they say, Dee, you do not look your age. And it's because of Life Shots and the nutritional benefits, because I'm 67 years old. And most guys my age when they go to see a doctor, they walk in with a Ziploc full of medications. I go to the doctor and the nurse will say, Mr. Ennis, have you changed your well, you don't have any meds. I don't even take aspirin.
Right.
Because you don't need it if you have a good, healthy body.
Right. No, the first time I met Dee, we sat and we chatted, and he gave me the 3-day sample pack. And I'll tell you, those 3 days, I've certainly felt a little bit of a difference in the way I was feeling and some of the aches and pains. And, of course, I'm not a big veggie eater, so all the supplements that I could get to make up for some of those nutrients is important for a guy like me, because I just don't eat that stuff.
Well, there's no question about it that, you know, all your top nutritionists in the world today will tell you that if you eat a diet of fruits, vegetables, and a lot of water, you're going to do pretty well.
Right.
No question about it. Stay away from the animal fats, stay away from the dairy products, stay away from things that are basically, and I hate to get into that, you know, the not natural, the synthetic type of foods, and, you know, you can be much better off. And Dee is right. The body does heal itself because that's the way it was set up. What we've done to mess it up is a whole nother story.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know, I'm really interested in this because of my disease, because I eat healthy.
Yes.
I've always eaten healthy. But I got very sick and almost died because of my disease. And all this is like liver detoxification, all these coenzymes and all this. I'd love to try the 3-day pack and see how it works. Be a test patient for you, because I go every 6 weeks and get tested with my liver and my kidneys, and my Epstein-Barr virus is still very active. This is, I'm just reading all this stuff. It's like, wait, this has all this in here? This is amazing.
Oh, yeah, you know, that chart there is everything we have in exactly the amount that you need. I mean, over 35 nutrients in every serving. And, you know, here's an interesting story. We're not about paying for endorsements. We see a lot of that out there. Unbeknownst to us, when we first launched in 2010 this product, the doctor, Phil Jackson, gave it to him because Phil was going through a lot of issues, a lot of health issues, a lot of pain from his years of sports. He wanted to write a book. Mental clarity and focus were a big issue. He used this for 6 months, and after the 6 months, he flew up to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, where our headquarters is, and met our president and said, I want to know more about this, because he wanted to do his due diligence. And one of the things Phil does is he does not endorse products.
No, he doesn't.
30 years in sports, winning 11 national basketball championships, never endorsed a product. He came there, he looked at everything, he studied everything, and he says, I want to endorse this. And our president said, well, love you, Phil, but we don't pay for endorsements. He says, I don't care. I want the world to know about Life Shots. And, you know, he's the 7th most influential man in the world, according to Forbes magazine. So, and then Ken Shamrock, and those out there know Ken Shamrock, mixed martial art fighter. He was the original, and he now uses Life Shots, and he's using it to fund a gym and school for disadvantaged children up in Reno. And he said, if I'd been using this 10 years ago, I'd still be fighting.
Or wrestling, if you know him from wrestling, as I did.
Yeah.
Yes, that's where I heard the.
Yeah,
Right.
you know, when you're looking at this pamphlet you brought in, as much zinc and the folate and the vitamin B, I mean, as much, I can't pronounce that word,
Pantothenic acid.
That is one thing that I have to really take in a lot. As one of these is, I'd have to eat 791 tomatoes for one of these.
For just one of those.
One stick, one serving a day.
That's a lot of ketchup.
I want to try this.
And that is certified.
I may be your next one saying, hey, because my mental clarity is terrible.
Well, that's what you will
That has
experience.
nothing to do with the blonde hair, right?
No, that has to do with my disease.
I had to get that in.
No,
you know
did.
that.
This is really amazing.
And everything that brochure says is exactly true, and it's not just marketing. We're certified by the National Sanitary Foundation. Whether you know them or not, they've been around since 1949, and they take a product like ours and they evaluate it independently, everything we say that's in it is in it. Everything in the proportions we say is in it, and there's no hidden stimulants, no stimulants like caffeine, anything like that, so that all athletes can use it. And their products that they certify, people with the LPGA, the PGA, the National Football League, the National Baseball, everybody that goes through NSF knows that the product is certified safe and effective.
If people want to take advantage of this, Dee, how do they get it? How much does it cost? Because everybody's going to ask. And then I'll tell you what, why don't we do that after the break, give you time to think about that. And when we come back, we'll hear more from Dee Ennis and Life SHOTZ here on Vegas Unwrapped. We'll be right back.